Alright, look, we got more disturbing updates to the David case. So from what I know, let me start from what I know. Okay, I know he had a Tesla impounded or something like that. Dead body in the trunk. If I'm not mistaken, I swear it was chopped up. I swear it was chopped up on some Dahmer type business. Like, no, I'm not even trying to make a joke over a dead body. Like, it was a teenage girl, underage girl. Like, that is sick. Apparently, he was having relations with her. Like, sick work, bro. Sick work. But let's see what he's talking about, because this is a heavy thing, bro. Because it's the life of a girl, like young girl, bro. Let's say, because people be taking the lyrics from his songs or like cues and things from the videos and things he be saying. Can we put that into the court case? Because honestly, I feel like it's very picky choosy type of thing. Like, it's still a sick case where it's like, yo, the things he was saying and how it could be interpreted as is like wild right now. Because it reminds me of like the TK case when he was talking about, you know, obviously guns, violence, and things like that. It's like they took that and used it. So it's like, are they going to take that and use it on him? Because it's very tough when someone's like making music like that. Like, now we're just silencing freedom of speech type of thing. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think they probably got enough evidence to just lock him up. He's gonna get his booty taken, like on some you like little girls. Well, I'm gonna make you nah, never mind, bro. It's not even something to joke about. Nah.
Honestly, I didn't want to make this video because initially I felt like I'd just be milking it for content, and there's tons of other videos that people are making talking about the updates to the case. And I actually want to expand the conversation past just David, because there honestly needs to be a discussion on Celeste's mom.
You know what I was kind of confused about? How people were coming at Jason, like, by Jason I mean Jason the Wing, streamer, you know, hung out with him. I'd say acquaintance, friend kind of thing. Like, I don't know why they're coming at him, like, assuming that's his day one, his man's, like, type of thing. Because it's like, yo, they probably just met up for a collab, like, on some, okay, you introduced me to your community, I'll introduce you to mine. Like, okay, we gain popularity together in a sense. It's a collab, like, they're trying to put themselves out there to entertain and things like that. Like, that's their job. But then I saw TikTok comments like talking about, nah, Jason definitely knew. Jason definitely was in on it. Like, bro, what? No, I guess originally he had defended him or something like that. But then as more evidence came out, he's like, yo, nah, I can't defend this, man. Like, I don't know, though. That's such a... Like, I don't think Jason's in the wrong. Like, he didn't know. He pre-fired.
And just the general complicitness that I've noticed, and the complicitness that everyone's noticed. But that's for another video this week, so be on the lookout. For now, I'm the Socrates. I'm gonna quit yambling, and let's talk about some of the more disturbing things that this sick bastard has done. The first thing I want to talk about is this really weird clip that resurfaced of David and Celeste on stream.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything.
And I'm gonna keep it real. I'm being so dead ass.
That's an awful look. Like, that made you end your stream. Cause regularly people would just say something like that and it's like, yo, what? Like, huh? Like, on some just random crazy thing to say, but like the fact he ended stream, like, yo, cut it, like Shane McMahon, you know, cutting, bro. What? I would just put the picture up when I find it, bro. But like, that's an awful look, especially with what's happening now. Awful look. And I'm not gonna lie, the internet is some investigators, but I know for a fact that the FBI or whoever's investigating him got so much more evidence on him because they can actually go inside the house. They can search if they need to. Like, yo, he's beyond cooked. Beyond cooked.
That's when I say this nigga gotta get packed up.
For good reasons, though, I'm not gonna lie.
I spoke about this being an open secret, and this clip just confirms that for me. Cause what do you mean he's saying that he media trained this little girl? And then her comment about him.
But here's, I swear, I heard apparently there was like two Celeste, or two girls named Celeste. One was like 20 or something like that, while the other one's 15 or something like that. Now, is that the kid? Because first off, why are you on stream with a kid? Why are you around a kid? Like, what, no one questioned that? Because if that's the teenager, the underage girl, why is no one questioning that in the first place? Like on some Drake, oh, I like being friends with little young girls. Like, what? No, bro. And if that's the quote-unquote adult, now I could be wrong. My information could be wrong. That there was one's an adult or whatever, then I don't know, bro. I don't even know what to make of it.
Kids, which that's what he did, but the fact that she was saying that was just really unsettling for me. It was just really disturbing. And then David was saying that he wants the VODs deleted and the stream erased or whatever. That is a clear admission of guilt. So it just continues to show me that this...
Nah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, because a part of me is like, okay, he's just trolling in a sense, like, that's something you'd regularly say if someone says wild like that, but the fact that, I'm assuming he ended the stream actually, like, that's what made it suspicious. It's not the fact that he said it, it's the fact that he possibly ended the stream, like, that's wild. That's what I found weird, I don't know, because I feel like anyone would say, oh, we gotta delete on some type of joking thing. But who knows, bro? I'm not even trying to defend him. I'm not trying to defend him at all, bro. I think he did it. I think he's a sick individual. I'll be so for real.
Was an open secret, and that the people in these Discord servers knew that David was abusing a child for years.
What?
So let's talk about all the incriminating shit that's been around David since 2023, starting with a song that he made based on Celeste.
Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest.
Mind you, he made this song when that little girl was 13, and the lyrics are talking about how he and her were just getting high. David has 2 years on me. I'm 18. So in 2023, he'd be around 17 to 18. And that's what he was saying about the relationship at the time. That is crazy. That is disgusting. Yeah. And then he posted this song earlier this year in March.
Nobody ever caught me without smoking too soon. In the back of the police car, I got whatever I know. I ain't telling nothing. Do the same if they ask you about.
And this is just like infinitely more incriminating, but it's recent. It's almost like he felt emboldened by being so open about the crime he was committing in his music. But even generally speaking, there's so many odd clips that are being put into question now. Like,
yo, that song too, like, that song is kind of wild now. Now that you think about the context about it, and I'm not also gonna lie, I remember seeing a TikTok of people recording his weird reposts. Some of them are wild. Some of them are extremely weird now looking back on them. And I don't know how people didn't question it, but of course, on the surface level, it seems like some insecure boyfriend type of repost type things. But like looking at the situation, how it's unfolded, it's like, that's sick, bro. Knowing that's what led up to it, like that's what was happening behind closed doors, like that's sick, bro. And the way he was kind of expressing it through reposts and things like that, like that's so weird, bro. That's so weird, bro. Like,
one where David talks about retiring and going off the grid.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay, so the plan is hopefully this music thing takes off crazy next year.
Why is he saying, why are you saying that like you're not like up there, gang?
Well, I'm not there yet, but hopefully it's like even crazier next year. And then I'm going crazy year after year for the next 3 years. And then on the 4th year, I retire. And on the 5th year, I'm off the grid, living somewhere like on an island with this crazy crib. No social media, no digital footprint. I'm just gone.
He says no digital footprint here, but the irony is that that's all he left behind. He left a neat trail for everybody to follow and learn that he was the person behind this depravity.
I don't care about the love when I'm with you, 'cause I be breaking it all the time. And I don't really mean to cause no issue.
I think what makes clips like these so eerie to me is that David keeps referencing law enforcement. He knows what he's doing is wrong. He knows that he'd be locked up if the truth were to ever be revealed, but this clip is from 2023. So at this point, it feels like a motif that's referencing something even more sinister, the passing of Celeste and her abuse.
It was cool if she hated it. I played it for her in the car, and she was like, David, this song is too violent. You're talking about killing people in your music? No, not my son. I was like, wait, I might be onto something, bro. So I dropped it right after that. And it went crazy. TikTok, viral, 1 million views overnight. I was like, oh yeah, we cooking, boy.
Obviously, this is another clip where you can just say, oh my goodness, this is crazy. His mom was worried about him dropping a song where he talks about murder. But it's not just the fact that his mom had something to say, but the eerie messages that were found on Discord. And I know, we're going back to Discord, but it's not my fault. Starting with this screenshot of David calling someone a fed because they posted a photo of him and Celeste. I don't know what to say. This nigga's Black Epstein, bro. There were also these 2 leaks. The first one being Discord messages of David saying how much he likes gore. And let's keep it real. If someone is just sitting down and watching gore, they have problems. I understand we're desensitized these days, but genuinely liking gore, sitting down and watching.
No. Liking gore just for the fun of it is sick work, bro. Cause even me, I've seen it. I don't like it at all, bro. I try and avoid anything like that. I genuinely don't like it. I've had it just shown to me just because it's like some kid thing, like, or teenage thing, like, yo, look at this. OMG, look at this cartel beheading. Like, bro, what? No one is trying to see that, gang. And if you do, that's kind of weird. Now, the one thing I will say, though, not to kind of correlate them, but it's like Nick Crowley, his videos are mad interesting. Now, it's sad what happens to a lot of the cases and things like that, but it's I can't lie, it is interesting. Now, that's the only form of, like, some weird thing I'll really try and watch, like those types of videos. I'm not trying to see no actual gore, like actual things like that. Like, no, bro, no. So for him to actually, I swear he ended up like chopping her up, bro. Like, that's sick. That's sick, bro.
Is just crazy. It's definitely a sign of a larger problem in the background. There's also this screenshot which I'm leaning towards it being fake because it's genuinely just an admission of guilt and like the purest form of what that means. I really hope nobody is faking stuff like this because, oh my goodness. There was also an account named Moji saying some crazy stuff. Like this screenshot where he just talks about butchering women. And I know it seems crazy and people thought this was David, especially given what happened to Celeste's body. However, Moji came out and said he's not David, which I think that's probably likely because when shit like this happens, weirdos pop up out the woodworks and do stuff for attention. And it really sucks for us because now it's being utilized in the misinformation that's being spread. Also sucks to say, but one of the people I mentioned for my first David video was also seen in 2024 trying to talk about David and how he's a and saying how he likes kids. And when confronted about having proof, this person sent Celeste being posted missing on Instagram. So it wasn't anything that was not in the open. Now, before I move on to the next information I have for you guys, I think I accidentally stumbled onto a weird propaganda campaign that's going on in the shadows. Twitter account is alleging that people in Aiden Ross's community are being paid crypto to push a pro-fascist campaign and to push a positive PR campaign for David. I'm not sure how to feel about any of this, but am I gonna count it out? Hell no. Get woke, get informed. We are in some crazy times and we already know what side of the fence Aiden lies on. So is it out of the realm of possibility? Definitely not. Now, Celeste's brother and sister both spoke on the situation, with the brother confirming that David was waiting for her to turn 18 so they could get married. And he even sent photos of Celeste that nobody had to prove he was her real brother. I don't really want to share them, so I won't. The sister posted basically saying that this account is not a scam and that it's meant to support and help Celeste, and that the police are investigating, and that they got told they shouldn't post any archives because it's evidence now. The sister also posted a photo of Celeste, but same thing, I don't want to share it. And another thing I found was a TikTok comment from 2024 that was also trying to expose David. So it just further proves niggas knew and nobody put forth the proper effort in making this widely available information. Then a screenshot of a message was posted talking about how David and Celeste met. And apparently they met on Fortnite in 2021 when Celeste was 11. This message also backs up the gore stuff and even says Celeste would use a joke as a follow-up after claiming David would her, which reminds me of the first clip where she seemingly joked about how David was kids. And it really messes me up trying to process this because that's a child, but she's saying exactly what was happening. It makes me think that she had clashing feelings. It's clear David groomed her, but maybe as she was getting older, the reality of the situation clicked. And for all that to happen to such a young girl, like, we gotta do better. And then this bastard was spotted on Fortnite, bruh. So he just don't give a damn. But that's all the David information I have. This is probably my last video on it, unless some crazy stuff happens. But next video is gonna be different. Gonna expand this conversation. We're gonna talk about the people who failed Celeste because...
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this whole situation is actually very disturbing to say the least. Like, as he just said, like, the people around her, like, why didn't they do nothing? Why didn't they say nothing? If it were her quote-unquote brother and sister, you knew about this, like, why didn't they do anything about it? Why didn't the parents? What was the failure there? Her friends, things like that, like, the community around her, support system, like, where were they? I guess for David, why did he do that? Like, what in his mind psychologically said, yeah, let me first talk to kids and things like that, and like commit that heinous crime. Now, the real question is, like, what made him do that? What made him commit that crime? What made David commit that crime? Like, that's the real question now. My assumption is she was either gonna blackmail him or expose him for what he was doing. That's my first assumption. Second assumption is she probably got pregnant. Now, are those wild? Yes. Is it plausible? Yes, because it's like, we already know he's a sick individual, so who knows the lengths he would do just to keep himself safe. Very sick situation, very tough situation. Aside from that, though, I guess that's the end of the video. Shout out DH. I don't swear, so I'm not gonna say that first part. But aside from that, see ya.